It's John McLauchlan. Welcome to last time I said it was 149, it was 150. So welcome to day 50 stroke what day 151. So yeah, this is where we are on this journey with the myleadgensecret Clickbank case study. This is what I've been doing since the beginning of January, and we've been bringing in consistent sales since the beginning of Jan. And I think personally, we've got into a better flow than we have been. I've been sort of going forward, testing things, getting knocked back maybe like a day or so with no sales, and then moving forward. And where we are now, we're kind of moving forward, and we've pretty much got a fairly standardized email system, email format. Okay, so let's go and have a look. Right, let's go and have a look at Clickbank first. So this is Clickbank. This is where we are. So we're currently the 17th of June. Okay, I think two or three sales today. Two, I think. Two sales, and then we had consistent sales every day. The 13th was a bit. This was the day where I was like, oh, it's all going wrong. Okay, and then suddenly we get this nice little flurry. So all we've been doing differently is I've been sending the emails, but really basic emails, and this is one of the principles of email marketing. You write so a 7-year-old would understand it, and that's where you want to be, not because people are thick, but because people are just busy and they don't want to be bothered by your email. So you make it as simple as possible to understand. You take away, when I'm writing and when I'm talking, as you may well know, I tend to have a lot of dry humor. Okay, it's a British thing. Okay, where you say something very subtle, but you don't actually say what you mean, and that is kind of like dry humor. So you let people draw their own conclusions as to what you mean. Okay, and it's also quite an intelligent thing as well, so I'm told. So that's where we are, but you can't do that with email because people take things literally, and if they can't determine or can't clarify what you're trying to say, they'll make their own conclusions, or they won't even bother to read the email in the first place, which is the majority of what happens at majority of the time. So this is what we're doing. So in terms of let's look at the reporting. I sent out my newsletter on Sunday, which was yesterday. The days are getting longer, I tell you. Yeah, and I said we're going to go into Q3 with a target of having generated $3,000 in commissions, $3,000 in commissions. Let's see where we are. Right, so we're currently 2,804.11, not too bad. Just shy of 40,000 hops, 232 impressions, 89 sales, and the conversion rate, whatever that means, no idea. Okay, so we're going to have a look at the rebills. It's probably 112 rebills, so that's new business and repeat business. Okay, so that's not too bad, you know, for what, 5-6 months. Could be better, could be much better. Okay, but this is myleadgensecret as well. Right, so in terms of the gross earnings, I think we'll probably go over that $3,000 target before the end of the month, before we enter Q3, and then we're going to go back and we're going to go. Look at me pointing at the screen, not so you can see it. Here we go. Social sales rep. This is what we had been promoting. We ended up with 39 new business sales. But one of the things with this is we're getting. I'm going to show you in a minute. We're getting so many repeat sales on this. It's unbelievable. Excuse me, I've been eating peanuts. So let's go to dashboard again. Let's go to the old stats. What I call the old stats. So currently for the week, 123.83, which is much better because the 112 last week was just a. Can I say shit show? No, I can't really, can I? But it was. That's because I was testing and tweaking and messing about, and this is what happens, you know. But it just allows us to just refine the process. Right, here we go. So we've got two sales from the email yesterday. So obviously 2 people liked it. That was from social paid. Then we've got 2 repeat sales from social sales rep. Look at this, the 12th of January. This is somebody that's been with the program for 6 months. Okay, is that a good product to promote? Yeah, of course it is. Okay, somebody else, social sales rep, the 11th of February. Okay, social sales rep, the 8th of March. the 4th of the 2nd, the 2nd of the 3rd. So this is what makes sense. It makes sense to promote things that get more of a recurring income, even though, you know, social paid, it says it's got a recurring income attached to it. I've not known anybody that actually got anything recurring with that. Okay, don't know why. Don't know what the situation is with that, but certainly I haven't got any from social paid, and I can do one or two things, and you can do one or two things in your business. You can either keep grafting every single day to get one sale and then 2 sales, or you can put some work in on day 1, maybe year 1, okay, to get recurring income coming in. And recurring income, let me tell you, is where it's at, okay. And yet most people don't do anything about it, okay, because of lack of usually a lack of knowledge. And it's nothing. I don't take anything away from anybody, but there is so much information out there, and there is so much misinformation out there. It doesn't take you very long if you're trying to start an online business before you go down a rabbit hole and you just don't know whether you're coming or going, and you just end up rocking in a chair because there is so much information out there, and you just get lost. And I understand why a lot of people just put their hands up and go, it's us, oh, everything's a scam, it's rubbish. Okay, I get it. Okay, I understand that fully, and I've been there as well. I think everyone's been there. I was just fortunate enough to find the right people or person to work with initially. So I go, okay, it's not a scam, okay, and this is how it works. And in order for it to work, I need to put certain skills in place and learn certain skills. And that's what I'm trying to say to you as well. Right, so My Lead Gen Secret, here we are. Here we are again with My Lead Gen Secret. If you want some more information about My Lead Gen Secret, go and have a look at the card coming up just there. I'm just making sure I'm recording, that's all. It has been known for me to be talking to a camera for 20 minutes and not been recording, or not plugged the microphone in, and I think we're all good on that. Right, so yeah, My Lead Gen Secret, you've seen the card. This gives you 100 to 200 co-registration leads every single day. And one of the biggest problems I find that most online business, I'll say that again. One of the biggest problems most online business, why can't I say that? Excuse me. Online business owners. It's been one of them days today. I think I've actually been glued to this chair too long. I'm releasing some more stuff. I'm really excited about it, and I'm really keen to get it launched. And it's almost like you're a kid in a sweet shop and you're looking through the window, and then suddenly somebody opens the shop door and they say, no, you can't come in yet, but you can just have a quick look from there. Okay, and you're like that. That's what I'm like. Okay, but yeah. Anyway, back to talking. So My Lead Gen Secret, yes, it will give you 100 to 200 co-registration leads every single day. Now the bugbear for a lot of people is, what are these co-registration leads and what do they really mean? Are they any good? Are they just a load of old nonsense? And the reason I'm doing this case study is because I'm proving to you, or proving to the people that I watch this, which is obviously you, that they're not a load of old nonsense, and they do convert if you know how to convert them, if you know how to talk to people in the right way. And there are many different ways to talk to people, and there are many different ways to talk to different leads. Okay, when I was a police officer, we used to say, okay, you don't talk to the local burglar in the same way as you do the local vicar. Okay, that's just common sense. Everyone goes, yeah, of course it is. And yet when people do email, they just go for the same generic thing. Okay, it's all right. Just get them out of Clickbank, copy and paste them. It's fine. Yeah, it's fine. It'll work. Okay, yeah, it will work for a little bit. Okay, but not long term. And what we're looking at is developing your skills. Let's go and log in. So yeah, if you want something to start with and you don't know where to start or what to do, I could say to you, go and start with My Lead Gen Secret, but then most people don't see it through to the end. And the thing is, whatever you start, whatever people start generally, the majority of people will quit before they even have an idea of what to do. Okay, and that unfortunately is the way human beings are developing. And that, you know, for people my age, okay, you know that, you know, if something's difficult, you roll your sleeves up, you get stuck in, you find out how to do it, and you carry on until you actually achieved it, because if you don't, then you failed and you should hang your head in shame. All right, the new kids growing up, okay, they can do this stuff really, really easy. Okay, it comes to them like that because they've been brought up from birth with computers and social media, but they've also been taught that if it's difficult, give up. Okay, if it hurts, stop. Okay, health and safety and all that nonsense. Okay, and this is what we're kind of battling. So if you're going to start Mileage Gen Secret, stick with it. If you're going to start anything online, stick with it and do it for 12 months without fail and without excuses. And I know it's easy for me to say, but we all go through challenges. We all go through the ups and downs of life, and I could get quite poetic at this point, but I won't. You've just got to stick with it and make it work. And that is really the biggest takeaway. And get away from all this marketing guru bullshit. And there's so much marketing guru bullshit online right now of, you know, you can go online 10 minutes a day, you can go onto ChatGPT, you can get ChatGPT to do everything for you. It'll even make you a coffee. Okay, just say, ChatGPT, make me a coffee. And they'll go, yes, how would you like it, John? Would you like it with sugar or milk or none? You know, no, don't. You've got to actually go and get off your ass and do it yourself, and that's what it's like. And I will say that every single time. Don't get hoodwinked or pulled into this marketing nonsense. Okay. If you're going to develop a business online, it is potentially the best thing that you can ever do, and it will give you the freedom that you're looking for. But you've got to get the right people to work with, and you've got to get away from all this fear of missing out. We're all getting in early. Okay, this is going to be the best thing ever. Well, no, you've got to get away from that and go, no, I'm going to roll my sleeves up and I'm going to get stuck in. I'm going to give it 12 months. And here's one of the big takeaways I'll say today before I shut up and carry on. All right. If you start your online business without the intention of actually gaining anything, without the hope, or without thinking you're going to make any money at it, okay, if you take that out of the equation completely, okay, so you're going to work, you're going to graft every single day, you're going to learn your trade, and you're going to forget about making money. You're going to put a big blank, like a big horse's thing, whatever they call it, I don't know, it'll come to me in about 10 minutes, one of them, okay. And do you know what happens? The money comes as a result. Okay, the opposite is true. If you focus on the money, it never happens. When you get away from that and you focus on developing your skills, looking after your customers, it happens. Let's carry on. Right, Mileage Gen Secret. So what I've done on this one, this is an email I haven't actually sent. Okay, and this is in the back office of Clickbank. It's in the short ads, and I just added to it. Okay, so $40 per tweet. So all I'm going to do for a headline is $40 per tweet, first name. So I know it's called X, but sending an X sounds weird. Okay, so earning $40 per tweet, managing a small online food business Twitter account. Right. Companies. Sounds better. It's less vowel heavy, I think. Businesses Twitter account. Company's Twitter account. Sounds better. There we go. So one of the big takeaways that we did recently, okay, was don't get to any more than a couple of paragraphs before you give people the information. Okay. People haven't got time. People don't want to be reading about whether you've... Well, they don't care about you. They're not interested in what you do. And this is one of the main things that you've got to look at when you go, okay, I've got to develop my brand. I've got to get people to know I can trust who I am, but how do I get them to read the email? Okay, and that is give them the information as soon as you can. Okay, that makes a big difference. Then you can go into all this, okay, a small online food business looking for someone to run its Twitter account, posting images and blah blah blah, and you work from home, you don't need experience. It's $40 per tweet, and if you love the food business, this is for you. Click here. There we go. That's it. It's done. Short and sweet. If they like the sound of it, they'll click. If they don't, they won't. Simple as that. Right. So there we go. That's it. So mailing system. Right, I'm going to click all the leads. So I mentioned with MyLeadgen you get 100 to 200 co-registration leads in your account every single day. They accumulate in your account, and with my account it's accumulated to 340,200 leads. Okay, so the servers will send the first 200,000, and they will send to the latest 200,000. Right, which is fine, which is fair enough, because that's how it works. So load in the email. So $40 per tweet. Looks a bit short. No, I'm going to leave it at that. Leave it at that. I'll copy this. Let's just pull that down a bit. Yeah, so I know I go on a little bit about learning your trade and just getting away from the marketing hype, but it's so important, because when you get away from the hype, what are you left with? Facts, figures, numbers, intelligence, common sense. Per treat. Right, so I've got the affiliate link here. I'll show you this because I know it's. So this is what all I've done is copied this directly from Clickbank. So it says affiliate link, and then it'll give me where it says your Clickbank ID. I'll change it for yours, or copy it exactly as I've just done there. Right, and then we want TID equals 1 ML 1706. You don't want that. That's it. So that's pasted in, that's okay. We'll make that bold. And we'll go to there and we'll just make that normal. But we'll make that 1A. 1 alpha. That's it. Alright, perfect timing. We'll go on preview. Let's go and click one of the links. Make sure it all works. Right, hop equals McLauchlan, which is fine. $40 per tweet, and the original headline was $40. I mean, these headlines look a bit naff, don't they? I mean, to be fair, it's, for me, this is a headline, and these first words or the first letters of the words should be capitalized. You know, just looks a little bit lackluster. Could improve that quite significantly, but that's one of the things when you're an affiliate, you're not in charge of it. But anyway, it works. Let's go and check that. There we go. That's it. Right, let's just change that a minute. You can earn, that's better. Then we'll bring that down. One of the things that I'm quite conscious of is when I'm writing, when I first started, Grammarly is becoming an absolute pain in the arse. Absolute nightmare. I mean, it's great. It keeps you on guard and it keeps you kind of focused. But now everything you write is just underlined, different colours. You know what I mean? It's like worse than being back at school. Anyway, right. So what I was saying is that when I first started writing this, there were 3 lines. So I had 1, a 1, and a 1. So I wanted to pack this out with a bit more information, and it came to just 2 lines, which looked like a long line, just kind of made it look like 2 lines. So it looks better if you've got kind of a whole line and then you come to at least over half. Okay, any less than half it looks a bit rubbish. That's just about okay, and the rest are fine. But yeah, just aesthetics, just make it balance. That's better. Yes, I know. Right. Okay. Right, we're good. Okay, let's go and send the bugger. Right, I'm going to copy that. Right, Control A and C, Control V. There we go. That's all that code in my notepad. So all I do is go copy Control A and C. That's copied it all to my clipboard account. We'll go and log out, and we will go and log into account number 2. So I've got 5 accounts. For anyone obsessed with how many accounts have you got, I know it's a consideration, but let me tell you, it doesn't make a jot of difference how many accounts you've got if you're sending good or bad emails. If you're sending good emails, you're going to be getting results, and you're going to then scale up by getting more accounts. If you're going to do this strategy, start with 3 accounts minimum. Okay, that's my recommendation. My other recommendation, which really should supersede what I've just said, is if you are struggling with money, if you're struggling to pay the gas bill, okay, don't rely on getting regular sales from Clickbank by using this strategy to pay your bills. Okay, it won't work, because you'll operate from a point of being desperate, and that will come over in your emails. You'll fall out with your missus or your partner, okay, and you won't be able to pay the bill, and you'll be getting bailiffs thrown to the door. Okay, so don't do that. So what I would say, if you're struggling right now, is start with 1 account, but take this seriously and treat it like your future depends on it, because it does. Okay, and even though you might be tempted to go around the internet and find all the reviews about My Lead Gen Secret, you probably typed into your keyboard My Lead Gen Secret review or My Lead Gen Secret reviews, and you might be thinking, oh, half of the people saying it's rubbish and tried it and it's a scam, and half the people say it's okay. And then there's got this people like me who are showing the case studies, you know, and some people that have done extremely well with it. Okay, but that's what I would say, is treat it seriously and treat it real, because I'm not in a position to tell you it's great if it's not. Okay, if it wasn't, I would be telling you, and I wouldn't be promoting it in the first place. Okay, so just take that as read. Right, mailing system. This is the short. It's really weird having such a short subject line. So, bye-bye. Okay. 2, and do that on the same. 2. Perfect timing. We'll just send the email because we know it's going to be okay. 3. Okay, it's gone. Just go and preview it. Yeah, that's to the point. I like it. Something else that can work as well. If you want people to read your email, is what I say on the weekend. Hey Bob, it's the weekend, so I'll keep this quick. So they read it quick. This is urgent. Read it with some urgency. It's one of those things. If you tell people sometimes, and if you back it up with congruency and honesty, then you'll get people to do what you want them to do. It's like reading memes, right? If you read a meme and it's got Forrest Gump on it, and it's got the sayings of Forrest Gump, you say it in Forrest Gump's voice, don't you? That's all I've got to say about that yet. And so on. And that's what it's designed to do. Okay, so you can do something very similar, and you don't need training. You just need to be open to what's happening around you. And if you look at the news, the actual, the news on the TV and the radio, and if you look at films, you'll find all these techniques. You'll find copywriting techniques and all kinds of different things, and you'll be fascinated when you first learn this. You'll be fascinated, and you'll be watching a film. Okay, sat there on a Saturday night, and you go, "He just did that. He just said this. That's this. He just did a so-and-so technique." So you've got to keep your cell open as to what works, and it's all out there. It really is. Right, where are we at? Number 5, the last one. Mailing system. Select all leads. Paste. And when you get really good at copywriting, and when you really learn your craft, you'll be shocked at what they do so blatantly and yet so quietly. Okay, perfect timing. Let's send the email. We're done. We're done. Right, let's go and have a quick look at the dashboard. So let's go and refresh the page, because twice we've had sales on the call. So we'll see what's happened, if anything. Yeah, still the same. Still the same. Right, anyway, I'm going to leave you with that. We've been on for another half an hour. There's going to be some hours of footage on this channel, on My Lead Gen Secret. If you haven't got it perfected yet, then just keep going through this information. Anyway, any questions you've got, reach out, drop me a comment, leave me a comment. If you haven't subscribed yet to the channel, hit the subscribe button if you're still watching. I really appreciate you, and give it a big thumbs up as well. Alright, I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Speak soon. Bye for now.